Hey guys, this is Rudy for Bester Investor or Mr. Oxy if you'd like, coming at you live from West Palm Beach, Florida. It is Thursday, October the 15th, and there's not a lot going on. I mean, we see the market going up and down over the past few days. It's been mostly down, and I don't have anything to talk to you about in terms of Oxy, so I thought I'd spend a little bit of time and tell you a little bit about what I know as it relates to cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, Ether, and Ripple. And I'll give you a little bit of history as to why these three in a minute. Well, by now everybody probably knows Bitcoin, but let's kind of find out what is going on with cryptocurrencies. Well, the first thing you got to know is that money or fiat money as we know it, is just government issued currency. And it's not backed by a physical commodity like it used to be in days gone by, like for the I promised to pay the bearer the value of this note in gold, so it was kind of like an IOU, but it's rather just based on or backed on the government that had issued it. The value derived from supply and demand, and paper currencies are all fiat currencies. So all the currencies you know are fiat currencies. So who says they're worth anything? And by the way, the picture on the side of the screen is a real one. It's like, here's this currencies in my hand. Some of them have absolutely no value to me. Like this note over here is Colombian. Unless I go to Colombia, it has absolutely no value. So the value is pretty much just a little piece of paper. I do travel to Europe now and then. Those are euros. Obviously, everybody knows the US dollar is a British pound with a pretty picture of the Queen. Wrong way around. There we go. And this is Canadian dollar. Sometimes I go to Canada. So the others actually have a bit of value. But what if I was the government and I decided that as of today we'll call this fiat currency $20, and it's worth $20 because I said so. And if you think that can't happen, then look at the one at the top on the right hand side here. That is 20 Deutschmarks, and of course it just disappeared. How? Well, the European Union issued the euro as a paper currency, which is fiat, and they just canceled all the other currencies. So the lira and the Deutschmark and the Spanish peso and all those currencies kind of just disappeared, and French franc and so on. So they just go away. So what is money? Money is kind of the thing we know that has some kind of value attached to it. So what is Bitcoin? I think the first thing we need to kind of answer is not so much what is Bitcoin, but what are cryptocurrencies in general? Not all the things that we learn about or read about or hear in the media as it relates to crypto are currencies. Many of them are digital assets that work as a medium of exchange. I'm going to give you some information related to my personal account in just a minute, and also my personal investment and experience with cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are individual coin ownership records that are stored in a ledger using a computerized database that uses strong cryptography to secure the transaction records, to control the creation of additional coins, and to verify the transfer of coin ownership. It does not exist in physical form like fiat, so think of it more along the lines of your credit card without actually having the credit card. So it's almost like using your credit card to buy something online. You didn't physically use the card, you actually just created a digital transaction, and it worked in the same way as fiat currency. But it's not issued by a central authority, in other words, by a government. And the other term that you want to be familiar with or that you want to be aware of is when implemented with a decentralized control, each cryptocurrency works through a distributed ledger technology, which is called a blockchain. So a couple of words on the screen here that you can kind of try and remember if you think of cryptocurrencies in general. What you have is cryptocurrency is a digital asset. It's stored in a ledger, and it's not issued by a central authority, and the distributed ledger technology collectively is called a blockchain. So those are just some of the common words that you may hear when you read about cryptocurrencies in the media. So today, as of like just a few minutes ago, Bitcoin was trading at $11,404.11. Ripple, or XRP really, was trading at 24 cents, which is horrible for me because when I first invested in Ripple, it was trading at about $1.70 or so. And Ether is currently trading at about 376, which is also kind of horrible because when I first invested in Ether, it was trading at about $800 per unit or per coin. What I did just for your interest is initially when I invested in Bitcoin, I actually bought Bitcoin. And I held the Bitcoin for a while, and once I learned what XRP and Ether were, respectively, I sold my Bitcoin and purchased these two assets. So in my account today, I hold some XRP and Ether. Bitcoin year to date, if you look at the graph or the performance of Bitcoin, and as I just said a minute ago, it's trading at 11,400 and something. The S&P 500 is currently at around 3,469. This is year to date. But look at the graph. There's your crash during the pandemic. There's a little head and shoulder forming, but it didn't quite complete, and there's the graph. And look at this one. There's your crash due to the pandemic. Looks kind of similar, doesn't it? So I tried to draw the graphs so that they have the same kind of y and x axes, but you can kind of see they follow the same trajectory. So Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, if you'd like, is meant to be some type of a hedge against investing in fiat or investing even in stocks. But what happened? The pandemic happened, and along with all the stocks, Bitcoin crashed. Bitstamp, that is actually where my account is, and the reason why I invest in Bitstamp is because I am a citizen of the world, and I like to invest in global exchanges as far as I can. So even on my equity portfolio that I shared with you in a previous video, you can see that I do hold some global equities. So for example, just on my energy portfolio, my largest position in the United States is Occidental Petroleum. But then other large positions, which are almost similar in size, respectively include Pembina, which is a pipeline in Canada, and Enbridge, which is a diversified energy company, also Canadian, and the other big one that I have is Total, which is the French energy giant. So I do diversify globally, and Bitstamp is one of the reasons why my digital assets are held in a Bitstamp account. It's a global crypto exchange. What if you are in the United States? And I'm sure most of you, based on the analysis of the people who watch my video, are located in the United States. Here's a whole variety of different exchanges where you can buy a Bitcoin. You can easily set up an account, fund the account, link it to your bank account, and then buy some cryptocurrencies if you'd like to do so. But before you do that, hold on until the end of this presentation so that you can learn a little bit more. What is Bitcoin? So previously I said what is cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin is actually a very unique cryptocurrency that was created in 2009 by this fake person, or this real person who uses the pseudonym or alias Satoshi Nakamoto. So it's been around since 2009, so it's almost almost 12 years old. The transactions are made with no middlemen, meaning no banks. Well, that's true if you're trading crypto to crypto, but it's not true if you fund your account, because your account is being funded through your bank account. And if you sell your cryptocurrencies, it gets transferred back to your bank account, so they are interdependent. Today, you can use Bitcoin to book hotels on Expedia, you can shop for furniture, you can buy a whole lot of other stuff. Heck, you can even find yourself a date and pay for it with Bitcoin. So you can have some fun with Bitcoin. I'm talking specifically there about booking on Expedia, not going on an OkCupid date. What is Ethereum and Ether? They're not exactly the same, right? So Ethereum is the second largest cryptocurrency platform by market cap behind Bitcoin. It's a decentralized open source blockchain. Remember, I explained blockchain on the first slide, featuring smart contract functionality. And that is actually the primary reason why I moved my Bitcoin into Ethereum. Ethereum, because it has contract functionality, has the ability to be used for all kinds of legal documents in the future. And I'm sure as much as we didn't really understand the internet when it first arrived on the scenes, if you're an old guy like me, you might be thinking to yourself, like, so where could you use Ethereum? And the answer is for many, many different things. One very, very simple example or realistic example would be title deeds. If you can actually store them digitally, you can get rid of all the government's archives where they have to store paper copies upon paper copy upon paper copy, and if there's a fire, they're all gone. And there's usually only one copy. So Ethereum is a great example of for instance, real estate transactions or title deeds, which can be moved into a blockchain for contract functionality. Ether, on the other hand, is the cryptocurrency. So Ethereum is the cryptocurrency platform, and Ether is the cryptocurrency itself, generated by Ethereum miners as a reward for computations performed to secure and add blocks to the blockchain. If I'm losing you, don't worry about it. You can just decide for yourself, like, is this something I want to get into or not? And as always, you must do a little bit of homework, which is what you're doing right now if you are still watching. By the way, if you are still watching, congratulations. You may wish to subscribe as well, because sometimes they get really boring like this. Other times you might find it incredibly interesting. Ethereum also serves as a platform for over 1,900 different cryptocurrencies and tokens, including 47 of the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap, which is one of the reasons why in this presentation I'm focusing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, because there are another 1,900, and if I go that far, I'll probably lose you on the very next slide. What is Ripple? You know, when I worked in the financial services industry a few years back, I learned that almost all money exchange was using HSBC Connect. So the bank, the world's global bank, HSBC, have a technology platform which is called Connect. And international banks move money using HSBC Connect. Not all of them, but probably 99% of them. So for example, in the United States, I bank with Chase Manhattan Bank or JP Morgan Chase. If I transfer funds from Chase to the Bank of India, to one of my vendors, then the Bank of India receives the funds and Chase is remitting the funds through a system. In this case, my example is HSBC Connect, which is actually the money movement engine or platform. The Ripple platform is an open source protocol that is designed to allow fast and cheap transactions. So just a minute ago, I said I've moved some of my Bitcoin into Ethereum because I wanted to gain the functionality that can be used for contracts, especially real estate and title deeds. And I moved the rest of the money, except for a bit of cash, into Ripple, because Ripple is the source protocol that is going to be used for moving money fast and cheap in the future. It is super fast. If I wire funds to India, the next day, or like 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, or otherwise 3 days later, they say, thanks, I got the money. If you transfer funds on Ripple, it's instant, literally instant. If I click send, you receive same time. Unlike Bitcoin, Ripple was never intended to be a simple payment machine. Ripple is going to rule all the international transactions worldwide one day. That's their claim to fame. Pretty ambitious, huh? But who knows? Maybe the currency exchanges will disappear in a few years' time, just like Blockbuster did. The platform has its own currency. So once again, don't confuse Ripple, the platform, with its currency, which is XRP. When you're trading the Ripple currency, you're actually trading XRP as opposed to owning Ripple. Should you invest in cryptocurrencies? This is the last slide. Why not? If you're invested in single stocks, or you're in the market anyway, some people view it as a bit of a gamble. The only difference here is that you could say cryptocurrencies offer a bit of a hedge against the market. Well, I debunked that earlier on when I showed you that the S&P 500 and Bitcoin have pretty much followed the same trajectory for the year so far. I personally wouldn't put more than 1% of my assets into crypto. And that's probably where I am today, more or less. I mean, if you're brave, you can maybe go up to like 5% or something like that, but I wouldn't go more than that. In fact, I'd even go beyond that and say, if you're prepared to go up to 5 on cryptocurrency, then you should have probably 5% in gold, which is the exact opposite of the volatility and the uncertainty in terms of crypto as a comparison. And then you might also keep another 5% in fiat. So that's already 15%, 5% crypto, 5% cash, 5% gold of your investment portfolio. And then the other 85% can be in a whole variety of different exchange traded funds, ETF, single stocks, etc., or whatever it is that you invest in based on your particular profile. Investing in cryptocurrency could be a very good investment or not. That is true for cryptocurrency in general and likely for you as a person as well. Remember, I don't give you investment advice. I'm just trying to give you some information so you can make good decisions. With cryptocurrency still being young, remember I said Bitcoin was first and it's only 11 years old. And the market being historically volatile, there is no yes or no answer to the wisdom about investing in cryptocurrencies. Guys, this is Rudy for Bester Investor. I hope you found it educational, or at least interesting. If you're still watching by now, you probably did. Please hit the subscribe button if you like my videos, and I will be back again soon with some more information. And hopefully there'll be some news on Occidental soon as well, even before the Q3 earnings report. Until next time, stay safe and take care, and I'll see you soon. Hit the subscribe button. See you later. Bye-bye.